Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. You cannot convince people to love you. No one will ever give you love because you want him or her to give it. Real love moves freely in both directions. Don't waste your time on anything else. The best thing I ever did was stop telling people what's going on in my life. Rule your life with your mind, not with your feelings. Every bad decision we have made in life, there was more emotion in it than there was mind. Every single one. Time truly flies. Be grateful always because it can always be worse. Live like there's no tomorrow and do what you love. The money will flow. Chasing the opposite sex and having temporary relationships, which means nothing but sex, is pointless. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Be careful who you marry, and even more careful who you have kids with. Slow down and realize that mistakes are essential to learning anything. No one cares except family. Learn from what people do, not from what they tell you. See people for who they are, not who you need them to be. Never jump to conclusions. Be discerning and let people show you their true colors. Never share your problems with friends before finding a solution, no matter how challenging it is. Many people don't like you, especially if they see you as a competition. Nothing is actually as bad as it seems or as great as you think it will be. Holding on to things will always make you more stressed. Things won't happen in a certain way just because you want them to happen that way. Don't show your weaknesses. People will enjoy the show. Don't be weak in front of them. Listen to the people who tell you what you don't want to hear. Self-pity is dangerous. Stay away from it. Quietly work. Let success speak up. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. The reason you want to be better than someone else is the reason why you aren't. The only constant in life is change. Embrace it, and you'll grow. Say please and thank you often. There is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs. No one raindrop thinks it causes the flood. Better to remain silent and be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Socializing is just like any skill. You need to practice before you're good at it. He who does not like loneliness does not like freedom. Life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. Things are only impossible until they are not. Tact is the knack of making a point without making an enemy. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Life is like a play. It's not the length, but the excellence of the acting that matters. No man becomes rich unless he enriches others. When in doubt, tell the truth. Graveyard is full of people who used to think that the world could not run without them. Every person has 3 faces. Firstly, the one we show to the world and strangers. Secondly, the one we show to family, spouses, and close friends. And thirdly, the one we show only to ourselves. Thousands of candles can be lit from a single candle, and its life will not get any shorter. Happiness doesn't diminish when you share it. At first, you choose a partner based on appearance and enjoy it until you realize that your children will be raised not based on appearance, but based on values. A friend is a gift you give yourself. Things work out when you least expect them. Life has a funny way of surprising us when we're not looking for it. Anything you can settle with money is cheap. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, you're fooling yourself. That's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. You can always earn money. It's not a big deal. Your world is not going to end because you don't have a fixed income. Something else will work out. Your friends want you to do good, but not better than them. Rest don't care. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. No one cares except you. Do what lifts you up in your eyes. What people say does not matter. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. If you're trying to break a habit, don't say, "This is the last time I'm doing it," to yourself. Instead, say, "This is the first time I'm not doing it." Never compare your life with others. They may seem better than you, but they have some problems which are never ever heard by you. If they don't have what you want, don't listen to what they say. There's no greater waste of time than justifying your actions to people who have a life you don't want. The one charm of the past is that it is in the past. The lie flies, and the truth limps after it. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Be careful who you call your friends. I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies. You don't have to feel good about it. You just have to keep going. The feeling will pass, but you will remain. If you want the present to be different from the past, study the past. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. No regrets, just lessons. No worries, just acceptance. No expectations, just gratitude. Life is too short. Without courage, wisdom bears no fruit. We must bring our own light to the darkness. Don't let yesterday use up too much of today. Keep to yourself. Stay away from idiots. Stupidity is contagious. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Life can only be understood backward, but it must be lived forwards. With every failure comes the experience needed to do better. You spend all your health initially for wealth, and then you spend all your wealth for one day of good health. The people who say you can't and you won't are usually the ones scared that you will. Don't ignore a problem you see coming from a mile away. That foresight is a gift. Don't squander it. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. Decision-making, like coffee, needs a cooling process. Lower your expectations. Having high expectations of yourself and of others is a recipe for chronic dissatisfaction in life. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you have.